joining me today. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Stacy. Today I have a video for you that's a little bit different. My husband and I recently had a chance to go on about a week-long vacation. He was about to start a new job, and so he had some time off there in between jobs. And we were really wanting to go on a beach vacation. We hadn't been to the beach in a few years, and it sounded like a good thing to do. School is not out yet, and so we thought, well, you probably wouldn't be too crowded there. So I started looking for a condo. We have decided that we really love staying in condos. That way we can take food in, we can make meals as we want to, but then we can also eat out if we want. So my first thought was Destin, Florida. I always hear people going to Destin. And I started doing some research online. I like to use TripAdvisor. And as I looked at Destin, I wasn't really finding condos right on the beach for the price that I wanted to pay. And my search started to take me a little bit more west and a little bit more west until I finally found a place called Dauphin Island, and that's Alabama. I was intrigued because I had never been to Alabama before, and we wanted to take a road trip, so I also knew that we'd be passing through Mississippi, and I hadn't been there either. So that kind of made me more excited about it as well. It turns out that this place, Dauphin Island, is about 10 hours from our home in Texas. And so we broke it up into 2 days. We stayed in Louisiana for our first night, and then we also stayed in Louisiana again on our way back. So the condo that I found is actually a 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo. And I know that's a little bit big for a couple, but my husband was going to do a little work on his podcast and his website while we were there, and I also wanted to edit some video too. So we had lots of places to spread out. They had a beautiful balcony in this place. And also, the kicker for me is always, does it have a king-size bed? Because I can't downgrade from what I've got at home. So, sure enough, I found a place at Holiday Isle Condos. This place was right on the beach, and it had a hike and bike trail that ran right in front, which was perfect because I wanted to do a couple of runs. And there are plenty of restaurants on this island too. So I contacted the owner and booked the condo. Now the owner, her name is Sherry, super helpful. She talked on the phone with me about a week before we were about to go and stay. And she told me all kinds of things that are there on the island as far as like restaurants, some outdoorsy type things that you can do. And she also told me about a couple of day trips that we could make either to Mobile or over to Fairhope, Alabama. So I really liked kind of getting to know her a little bit on the phone, and she really treated me like I was just one of her friends coming to stay at her place. So I'm gonna show you a walkthrough of the condo, and then I'll be back to let you know some more thoughts that I had about the condo and also about the area of Dauphin Island. in addition to that being such a beautiful condo, we also had the beach right there. And Holiday Isle has its own private boardwalk out to the beach. It's probably less than a 5-minute walk out to the beach. You know, you do have to cross over that berm. That's kind of the protection berm from storms. And then once you get out to the beach, it's just a beautiful white sand beach. I didn't see any jellyfish washed up on the beach. I didn't see any seaweed. It's just beautiful, clean white sand. There are lots of places where you can pick up shells, but I would say, just as a tip, that you need to keep walking all the way down to the eastern end of the peninsula, because that's where the biggest shells are found. Where people are right there on the beach, you're only going to find little broken shells most likely. So take this tip and walk all the way to the eastern end of that peninsula, and I bet you'll find some really nice shells, because I found a few really nice ones. So the beach was great. The sunsets there are beautiful. We had a couple of nights where we just did a walk along the beach. Most of the people that have been at the beach all day have already started packing up and leaving by the time sunset rolls around. So it's really a quiet, special time out on the beach. The sunset, just beautiful. There are plenty of restaurants on Dauphin Island. In fact, once we got to the island, we never left. We didn't do any day trips. We didn't go to any of the places that Sherry talked about, and I thought they sounded great at the time, but once we got there, we just wanted to unplug, to relax, to decompress. And so we didn't even eat out in a restaurant one single time. We went and got takeout every time. We got food from a place called Skinner Seafood. It was delicious. They steam your fresh seafood right there. We went to a place called Pirates Pizza and Wings for takeout. It's New York style pizza. The wings were delicious. And every time we went to pick something up, we ended up out on the balcony, because that was the best view for us anyway. Why sit in a restaurant when you have a view like that? We also went to pick up pastries one morning at Island Bakery. So delicious. We did eat at a few other places for takeout. I didn't take pictures of everything. Sometimes you're just so hungry, you're ready to get in and start eating. We also took advantage of the gym facilities there at Holiday Isle, and we took advantage of the ping pong table. My husband and I love to compete against each other, and we also took our tennis rackets, but we ended up not playing tennis. There is a tennis court there that's a private tennis court that's on top of the parking garage. It was always so windy. Unless you got out there at like 7 o'clock in the morning, it was always way too windy. So ping pong was our game this time. We played several times. We had a great time. Everybody there, so friendly. When I went out for runs a couple of times on the hike and bike trail, everybody that I passed was just so friendly and would wave and speak. Also, I was so surprised at all of the beautiful flowers that were there just on the side of the road. There are lantanas that grow there. I guess they're a perennial in that area. That makes sense. I could see that there were nasturtiums ready to pop out. People have beautiful yards there all along the island with lots of tropical plants. And so it's really a beautiful place if all you want to do is just take a bike ride, or if you want to go for a walk. So we really enjoyed our time on Dauphin Island. If this is a place that you're interested in, I'm going to link my IG handle below. You can direct message me if you are interested in getting in contact with this condo owner. I do know that she has a couple of other condos right there in the area too that are different sizes. So in conclusion, I recommend Dauphin Island. I was so pleasantly surprised, and I think it's probably a hidden gem, and I bet the people that live there probably wouldn't want me to recommend it because they like it nice and quiet there. But if you're looking for a place that's quiet, go and unplug. Dauphin Island is a great place to go. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you're interested in seeing more content like this the next time that we travel. But also I can recommend all of my gardening videos and also my Maffetone training videos. I'm really enjoying that, and I think that you probably would too. Anyway, thanks so much. That's all for now. And so I hope that you have a great day, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.